Harrison with you live from Houston, Texas, the Shell Eco Marathon. Air. And let me tell you what, it smells a lot better out here than it does in there. Why? As you can see, these high school students are all shoved into a tent. This is what the future scientists look like. It's about self-sacrifice for many of them. These guys are from modern day, a high school, and they won the Urban Challenge, which is using a car more similar to what you and I actually drive. And you guys achieved some 400 and something miles per gallon. That's pretty extraordinary as a high school student to invent that technology.
Yeah.
See? The excitement level is off the chart. We're going to go outside right now and visit with some other people and find out what they've had to go through to make it better for you and me in our lives. All in all, some 400 students tested their own contraptions to see who could get the farthest on the least amount of fuel.
I think a lot of it's great just because we sort of learn it in school. We learn the theory behind it, and then getting out in the garage, you can use your hands, you can actually figure it out for yourself.
Peter Voser is the head of Royal Dutch Shell, and you've actually done some real globalization in a positive way. You've brought kids from all over the earth to bring their little cars, these engineers, and put together the most eco-friendly vehicles available. Did you ever imagine that a 16-year-old might be part of the solution?
I think there are no limits to that, as we have seen in some other industries like the IT industry. I think we have great students, very capable students across the world, and they will quite clearly drive our technology forward like we and others have done the last 50 to 100 years. So there is a great future for all of us.
After 4 days of extraordinary hard labor and effort, where some were winners and some were losers, we find out now that the real work is yet to begin. Because back to the blackboards, back to the chemistry sets, back to the slide rules to analyze and reanalyze all the lessons that have been learned here in Houston, Texas at the Shell Eco Marathon.
If you think about the kind of innovations they're building into these cars, they're going to find their way to commercial vehicles. This is what we're looking for.
To hear that directly from one of the world's top 5 oil executives is a news story in itself. Further, Houston's mayor, Anise Parker, was equally candid with me as well.
These young people are the future, and who knows, there may be a solution that is presented here that will be in commercial production someday.
But at the end of it all, it was Canadian students from Quebec creating an amazing 2,487 miles per gallon. As other students waited to see if they'd be honored with their own accolades and awards, some engineering students imagined other alternative fuels. We all want to know how many miles per gallon in a piece of pizza.
What do I do with my hands?
He held up a slice of pepperoni pizza, noting combustible grease. He says pizza drips.
See that?
Yeah.
Here to California, guaranteed. In our car.
Well, it's time to throw on the blue blazer because this Shell Eco Marathon is officially over. And boy, do we have some winners. In one category, the highest mileage, 12,700 miles per gallon. And that's using alternative fuels. Plus, in the regular gasoline category, we're in the 400s plus. So the future's looking very rosy. What's the ultimate reward? Natural gas producing pizza, iced tea, and decaf. Followed by Texas-sized oatmeal cookies, then back to a sealed tent. From the successful Shell Eco Marathon, Harrison with you from Houston, Texas.